Hey Sagittarians, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. Alright guys, so I have your July spread in front of me. I really hope that June was good for all of you and that good things happened, we learned, we grew. Okay, so I have your spread in front of me. I will be pulling some more cards for clarification, but let's hop right into this. Alright guys, so your energy for this reading is the Fool card in the reverse. Alright, so with this being the energy for the reading, you guys have to make sure that the approaches that you take to things this month are very well thought out. Make sure you've done your research. Make sure you think things out before saying or doing things, because with the Fool in the reverse, this is somebody that they're not fully thinking things out. The Fool, he's like this naive energy where it's like he's capable of doing good things, okay? But in the reverse, it's like he's really he could get himself into trouble because he's just not thinking clearly. Under that, we do have the Three of Cups in the reverse, okay? So there could be, too much drinking, too much partying, third-party situations. So it's just, let's be very, very careful with how we're, treading this month. Whether this be with you or somebody else in your life doing this. All right, so let's hop into your past. The first card you have here is the Eight of Cups in the reverse. So you guys, either you went back to an ex or an ex came back to you. And, when this card comes up, this is someone saying, I've changed, I'm better, let's try to do this. And you were being balanced about the situation, okay? But with the Empress in the reverse, you could have had a lot of other options in terms of which way you could have gone. Or you could have been taking, a very masculine approach where it's just like, you know what? I don't know if I want this. You could have just been a little emotionally detached in a way. All right, but let's see what's going on. Why is this Eight of Cups here? Why is this Eight of Cups here? Give me one more card. Okay, you have the Six of Cups at the bottom. So, yeah, there's definitely some, an ex, someone from your past. Or just, it doesn't have to be an ex, but just someone that you used to talk to that's coming back in. So, yeah, someone came back in or you went back into their lives, and it's just like you just didn't want to struggle. You didn't want to compete. You didn't want to argue. And you took a very direct approach with this person, okay, where it's like you're cutting straight to the chase. You don't want any bullshit. You just you want things to be clear, all right? Why is this Temperance card here? Why is this Temperance card here? All right, the High Priestess fell out. So, you guys are balanced and you're using your intuition on this. And you're being strong throughout it, okay? We do have the Queen of Swords in the reverse at the bottom. So, maybe the person that came back in or who you tried talking to, maybe they were just very unbalanced or just all over the place with their emotions. The Queen of Swords and even, the Three of Swords is under that. So this is somebody that has been through a lot of shit, okay? She's been through a lot of shit and she's scorned and she's angry. And, she may not like the outcome of things. So I feel like maybe you're viewing the person who came back as that, and it's just like you're using your intuition and you're trying to be strong about it. Or maybe, you were feeling that way. You were feeling like, shit was hitting the fan in a sense, and you're just upset about it. And you could have been trying to find strength and balance throughout that. Why is this Empress card here? Why is the Empress in the reverse? The Empress in reverse came out twice, okay? So there's definitely somebody who's in their heads, all right? But I think that you're just trying to manifest love. Honestly, I think it's just you guys having a lot of different options, a lot of different ways you can go because you're trying to find this emotional fulfillment and you're trying to manifest that. Now, in your present moment, you have the Nine of Wands, okay? The Nine of Wands is all about feeling tired, feeling exhausted. When is this going to come in for me? When are things going to go right? But with the Nine of Wands, this is, that last battle before the war is won. So it's like you could be a little exhausted, but he's still being held up. He's still holding his ground. But there could be something where you or someone else makes a bad call. All right? So it's like you're trying so hard for something, but someone just makes a bad call because we do have the Fool in the reverse here. So somebody could just make a bad judgment. which causes someone else to switch up on you. Okay? Let's see what's going on. Why is this Nine of Wands here? Give me one more card. Why is this Nine of Wands here? Okay. Okay. So, you feel tired, you feel exhausted, okay? Because there's something that you're losing faith in. Alright, with the Star card in the reverse, you're losing faith in the situation. But you're picking up what's left of you and you're moving forward. Okay? And with the Three of Pentacles in reverse, you know, it could have been a third-party situation that you were unfortunately part of, or this could just be you simply just not communicating well with this person or the situation in your life. Okay? Why is this Judgment card in the reverse? Yeah, you have Temperance and the King of Swords in the reverse. So if it's you guys taking this energy, then you could have just not been balanced in the situation, made a bad call. And, you know, with the King of Swords, he's very reckless. Like, just the sword suit in general, they're usually really, really fast moving. And that could be a good thing if you're going after your goal and you're sure of what you want and you don't let anyone get in the way. But, you know, when you move quickly, sometimes things could get a little sloppy. So if this is you guys taking this energy, you know, maybe you said or did something that just didn't work in your favor and it's making you feel unbalanced, and it's like now you're emotionally detaching yourself, and it's kind of like you're being tyrannical in a sense, you know, so someone could become, you know, abusive emotionally, mentally, physically. So this is just someone who's really, really hard to deal with. Or this could be, you know, an air sign that you guys are dealing with. And there's just bad judgment written all over this. Why is this Tower card in the reverse here? Why is this Tower card in the reverse? Give me one more card. Okay. Yeah, so someone completely just switches up on you guys. The Tower in the reverse is all about someone else in your life making a decision that does affect you secondhand. All right? So I feel like this decision that they're going to make, it's going to make you feel really, really guarded, you know? Guarded and unhappy, unstable. Okay? Not an outcome that you were looking for. I hate when cards come out like this, guys, but I'm never going to sugarcoat anything for you. Okay? I'm not here for that. Now, in the future, this Ten of Cups in the reverse does come upright. So you do have the Ten of Cups upright. So there is something that, you know, is coming in that makes you feel more stable within yourself, or just, you know, stability within somebody else or a job. And then it is followed by the Knight of Wands in the reverse and the Knight of Cups in the reverse. Okay? So this Knight of Wands in the reverse could be you guys being a little bit temperamental, being a little bit unreliable. You know, this is a very charming person, but it's somebody that they're not ready for commitment just yet. Or they could just feel very unbalanced within themselves, or, you know, unsure of how to approach something. And with the Knight of Cups, you know, it's the same thing. It could be a water sign that you guys are dealing with. But again, this is someone that is very emotional, could possibly be having, you know, more than one lover. But both of these guys are dangerous because they come off very, very charming. But, like, at the root of it all, like, they kind of suck. Because it's, you know, it's unreliability all over. So, you know, just make sure that you're not taking this approach to things. If this is you guys, if this is you guys. You know, because I always say whatever it is that we put out, that's what comes back. And if you don't want it to come back, then don't put it out. But let's see what's going on. Because this could be you or this could be someone else. Why is this Ten of Cups here? Queen of Cups. So yeah, you guys could be dealing with a water sign. Somebody that makes you, you know, really, really happy. And it's like you take a slow approach with this person. All right? So things go slowly with this person. Why is this Knight of Wands? Okay, take this card. All right. So now we have the Knight of Wands and the King of Wands in the reverse and the Four of Wands in the reverse. So, you know, with you guys being a fire sign, if this is you, you might just want to take a step back and kind of find more stability within yourselves. because both of these people here, these are people who like to have affairs, one night stands, things that don't last long, these holiday romances. And, there's so much instability around this. So if this is you, just, sometimes I feel like when people are like this, when you're going from person to person, I think that deep down inside, it's a fear of rejection. So it's like, well, let me just be this person, because if I'm the one who's, sleeping with someone and moving on, then I'm not the one who's rejected. I'm the one doing the rejection. But at the end of the day, if you want love, you're not going to find it like this. And don't be afraid of rejection. If someone rejects you, just be happy that, the universe is guiding you towards what it is that's for you. Okay, but I feel like there's a need to take a step back here. I need to take a step back and reassess the approach that you want to take in life. Unless this is what you want. Unless you want that instability and you want, and you want to date and be with a lot of people, then that's your prerogative. But if you are looking for love, like deep down inside, if that's what you truly, truly want, this is not going to get it. It's just going to end up, making you feel lonely. And I'm not saying that this is you. This could be somebody else that you guys are dealing with. But there's just so much instability around this. And let's face it, people who sleep around with a lot of people, they may seem cool and it may look fun, but those are the same people that go home at night and they just break down. Because what we all want is just someone that can truly be there and support us and love us, give us longevity. I think that's just a human want to have someone there, to have something solid, to be loved. That's a need. So just be careful with your approach. Be careful that you're not dealing with anybody who's unstable like this, and be careful that you're not the one who's being unstable in this way. Now, let's see what this Knight of Cups in the reverse is about, because this is someone, like I said, they're charming, but they could have multiple lovers. Okay, we have the Emperor. Give me one more card. Okay. So what I see here, you got the Four of Swords in the reverse. So I see you guys just moving away from the situation because it looks, unstable. It looks like, with these energies, whether it's you giving it out or the other person giving it out, you're just not going to find stability within that. So you have this Knight of Cups and then the Ace of Wands. So this is just a new start that's not happening because there's a need to, reassess the approach. All right? And then with the Emperor, I feel like you guys are just coming more into your power. Or maybe it's an Aries that you briefly talked to, but you can't get things going off. But I feel like this is you guys coming more into your power because the Emperor, he's somebody that's been through a lot of stuff and he's learned the lessons that he needs to learn. Now he's in a place that he can move forward. Okay? He could use all of his lessons and make wiser decisions and move forward to a more stable place. So, I think that this is definitely going to be a month for you guys to maybe take a step back and reassess. Decide what it is that you want and decide how it is that you're going to get there. If what you truly want is love, then don't put up a front that, you're this player and that you're going to have all these people, because at the end of the day, a girl who's really solid or a guy that's really solid, they're going to look at that and they're going to run. So it's like you can push away the wrong people. And however it is that you are, that's what you're going to attract. So if you want to attract stability, you yourself need to be stable, and vice versa. If somebody's being unstable, then that's something that you have to be strong enough to let go. Now, I am going to pull an Earth Magic Oracle card for you guys like I do every month. And let's just see what the cards are saying for you guys in terms of guidance. So what do my Sagittarians have to hear in terms of guidance for July? The Sagittarians need to hear. All right. Volcano. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Let me just find it. Here we go. Okay. Volatility. Pele is the goddess who lives on the big island of Hawaii, dwelling there in the craters of the active volcano Kilauea. She's considered passionate, volatile, and capricious, and is perhaps the best known of the panoply of Hawaiian deities. Since 1983, she has been sending ribbons of lava down the mountainside and into the sea, thereby creating new land. In this image, we see her subtle visage in the spewing fire of the volcano. In ancient Hawaiian chants, Pele is described as she who shapes the sacred land. And it's from this magnificent and powerful goddess being and her periodic eruptions that New Earth is formed as the resulting lava merges with her sisters. The goddess of the sea, give me a second to pronounce this, Namaka Okai. The volatile and unpredictable nature of volcanic eruptions is widely known, and in spite of science's efforts at forecasting these blow-ups, they sometimes happen without warning. Whether the eruptions are slow and steady or violent and explosive, it's all an unstoppable force, and one very dramatic way nature changes and shapes the land. This is a particularly volatile time for you. Unexpected changes, sometimes quite sudden and dramatic, are occurring in ways that you have absolutely no control over. These occurrences may be so powerful as to shake up what you formerly thought of as the foundations of your security. They may even cause you to reassess the direction of your life, the direction that your life is taking, to question some of your relationships, or to reevaluate the work you have chosen. Although these events may rock your world, know that spirit is the guiding force behind them. It is a matter of finding your trust that life knows what it is doing in the midst of these storms of change. It also requires you to make adjustments quickly and to not cling to what was, but instead move forward and welcome with your arms wide open what is yet to come, all from a place of being present in this moment. You truly have nothing to fear. All right, guys, so this is beautiful. The only thing that we can control is ourselves. We can't control the changes that happen. The only thing in life, we're born into this life by ourselves. We're taking over this body just for this lifetime, but it's really your soul. That's the only thing that you really have any sort of control over. So remember that, and don't take things so personally. If something doesn't work out for you, just be happy that it was released. And that's like me every time I get into a new situation, whether it be with a job or a potential lover. I always just pray, and I'm like, God, if it is not for me, rip it from me. And it happens every time. It happens every time. And sometimes I'm really bummed out because it's sudden and it's drastic. And I'm like, well, shit, I was hoping, this person wasn't going to get ripped from me. But I think that that's a blessing. You're not wasting your time. So if there's people switching up on you or you're switching up on other people, then just let it be. Don't worry about it. Don't let all of your energy go to them, because nobody deserves your energy. Nobody is powerful enough to take your energy. So don't give them that much importance. If it just doesn't work out, then just let it go gracefully. Okay, guys? So if you guys do want your own personal reading to see, what's going on in your lives, I'm more than happy to help. And other than that, I'll be back in about a week or two to post the singles and couples horoscopes. I love you guys. Take care. Not horoscopes. Tarot readings. There we go. Bam.